Row 17 felt tighter than it should have. Daniel Carter adjusted his frayed jacket, the fabric thin from years of use. His fingers trembled slightly as he fastened his seatbelt, not from fear of flying, but from exhaustion. Beside him, his 6-year-old daughter Lily clutched her stuffed rabbit, her small hand slipping into his like it always did when she sensed his worry. The plane's engines roared, but Daniel's mind was louder: rent overdue, bills stacked, and a future that felt fragile. Passengers streamed down the aisle, polished shoes, expensive watches, careless laughter. A man in a tailored suit glanced at Daniel and Lily, then quickly away. Daniel pulled out a few crumpled bills, counting twice before signaling the flight attendant to buy a small juice box. It wasn't much, but Lily smiled like it was a gift from heaven. As the plane lifted into the sky, Lily leaned against him. Her voice was barely louder than a breath. "Daddy, will Mommy be proud of us?" Daniel swallowed hard. His wife had passed 2 years earlier, leaving him to hold together a world that kept breaking. He kissed Lily's hair gently. "She already is," he whispered, hoping it was true. Up front, in the quiet luxury of first class, Richard Hale closed his laptop with annoyance. Billionaire. Investor. A man who owned cities on paper. Turbulence annoyed him more than fear ever could. He loosened his cufflinks, unaware that fate was quietly guiding him toward a debt he had avoided for years. The seatbelt sign blinked on suddenly. The plane jolted, once, twice, hard enough to steal breaths. Conversations stopped mid-sentence. A strange silence settled before panic rushed in like a wave. A deafening bang echoed through the cabin. The left engine burst into flames. The plane tilted violently. Oxygen masks dropped from above as screams erupted from every row. Lily cried out, her rabbit falling to the floor. Daniel didn't think, he reacted. He yanked Lily into his chest, pulling the mask over her face first, securing it with shaking hands. "Breathe, baby. Look at me. Daddy's here." He wrapped his body around her, becoming a shield against a world coming apart. Flight attendants struggled to move as the plane bucked like a wounded animal. Overhead bins burst open, bags crashing down. A woman screamed as a suitcase struck her shoulder. Smoke began creeping through the aisle. In first class, Richard Hale felt real fear for the first time in decades. Money couldn't buy control here. He gripped the armrest, knuckles white, watching the cabin spiral into chaos, realizing power meant nothing when the sky decided otherwise. The captain's voice crackled through the speakers, strained and trembling. "Brace for impact. Prepare for emergency landing." Prayers echoed in every language. Some cried, some froze. Daniel closed his eyes, whispering one last promise to his daughter. The cabin filled with smoke. Daniel noticed a man beside him bleeding badly, frozen in panic. Ignoring the pain in his own ribs, Daniel leaned over, buckled the man's seatbelt, and pulled his oxygen mask into place before returning to Lily. Fear could wait, people couldn't. The impact was brutal. Metal screamed against earth. The world flipped, slammed, and went dark. For a moment, there was nothing, no sound, no light, just silence. Daniel woke coughing, his head pounding, blood trickling down his forehead. Fire crackled nearby. He felt Lily's small hands clutching him. "Daddy," she sobbed. "I'm here," he said immediately, his voice breaking but strong enough for her to believe. Flames crawled along the wreckage. Panic returned as survivors screamed for help. Daniel unbuckled himself, lifted Lily into his arms, and guided people toward a torn opening in the fuselage, shouting directions, pushing. Through smoke. He could have stopped. He didn't. Daniel went back, again and again, pulling strangers from twisted metal, dragging the unconscious, carrying children, ignoring the pain burning through his body. Every second mattered. Every life counted. Sirens wailed as rescue teams arrived. Medics rushed survivors onto stretchers. Daniel sat on the ground, clutching Lily, shaking from shock and exhaustion, until a sharp, familiar voice sliced through the chaos. Daniel Carter. The billionaire stood there, stunned, eyes locked onto him. "I've been searching for you, for years." Daniel slowly stood, memories crashing back harder than the plane ever had. Contracts stolen, ideas taken, his career destroyed while another man rose to unimaginable wealth. "You took everything from me," Daniel said quietly. Richard's voice cracked. "That company, that fortune, it was built on your work. I was a coward. I ran from the truth." He looked at Lily, then back at Daniel. "You saved lives today. Including mine. I owe you more than money, I owe you justice. As cameras flashed and reporters gathered, Richard placed his coat gently around Lily's shoulders. The man from row 17 wasn't invisible anymore. He wasn't just a single dad. He was a survivor, a hero, and finally, a man the world would remember.